Okay, alright, so we're playing some Minecraft on an older version of the game because it's kind of fun. I don't know. I have this world here and I'm trying to dig out this hill and I haven't been on here for a little while, and also I've got some things on my mind that I just gotta get out, so we're just gonna... Let's turn this down that way it's not like, yeah, driving us crazy. Anyways, okay. So, yeah, I've got a lot of things going on right now. And some of them are great, some of them are not ideal. And I wanted to talk about the not ideal ones because I need to get them out there. And I've been feeling it for a couple days and I think I just need to like talk it out. So I'm playing Minecraft and talking about it. So the first big one is my own existence. I am baffled by my own existence. I have no idea what it is. Like how I'm just like a mind and a consciousness and, you know, and like thinking about how it was before I was born. Like obviously no one can do that because, you know, but then like what about like after you die? Like I really don't want to die. Like I just think about like death too much. Earthquakes is a big one. Earthquakes is a really big one, especially at night. Brain aneurysm is a big one too. That one's all the time, and that one sucks. An astronomical event, that one is all the time, and that one sucks because you can't really foresee that happening. Like a picture in my mind is like a big giant ray of like the sun, or like just this beam out of nowhere just comes and burns Earth to a crisp in an instant, and we all just die. Yeah. Car crash, that one's kind of all right. And by all right, I mean it's manageable, just because I know I'm a good driver and I know I'm very attentive when I drive, which maybe I can use that in terms of, you know, coping with my other anxieties. If I just remain attentive around with the things around me, then I can, navigate an earthquake or, my subconscious. I also need to trust my subconscious, but I don't want that to go away. Anyways, and then I live alone, like in my own apartment, which is awesome. And for a really long time, or not for a really long time, but for a few months, I was loving it. I was like, oh my God, I live on my own. Holy shit, this is so fucking nice. And now I'm dreading it. I really wish I had at least someone. Because as long as there's like one other person next to me, then I'm relatively chill. But when I'm alone, I just spiral out of control. So, yeah. And I just get really introspective about like life and death and stuff like that. And I just become like eerily aware of like everything. So like my own breathing, my own heart rate, every little pain, every little like pressure, every little, like it sucks. And I really don't know how to deal with it. And like I've just been like looking online, and the answer's always the same: go see a therapist, go see a therapist, go see a therapist. And maybe I'm just, I don't know, negligent to find one. But and I maybe I should practice meditating and like mindfulness and stuff like that. Maybe I should get back on that. But I also need to be like focusing on like external endeavors. So let's set it to peaceful because I'm not trying to deal with moms right now. And we'll just kind of... Alright, let's go unload a bunch of our stuff. I have a little chest section over there that has all of my blocks that I've mined out. This whole mountain is going away. It's not really a mountain, it's more like a hill. But it's going away. And I need to bring it down. I don't need to, but I want to. But yeah. Anyways, yeah. I'm just like so overwhelmed by just like life, like just existence, and why I'm me, and like why we're here, and you know, and a lot of that broke down when I left the Mormon church, because I don't know, like like I for the longest time believed, you know, believed in God, and I don't really know if I believe in God anymore. Like, I don't know what I believe in, but like, ugh, I just so get like, I get numb talking about it even. Like, I just want to like just cry or scream or something, and then I just get numb in the face. Like right now I just feel so like, ugh, it sucks, and I don't even know what it is. Like, yeah. So like try like taking deep breaths and stuff. And like it kind of helps sometimes, you know. But like, man, I just can't like shake this feeling off. Like, of just like me being like aware of my own existence kind of thing. Like, man, like I just it's just tough. It's just tough. And I don't even know how else to explain it. I thought I would just press the record button and just let myself get all my anxieties out. You know, maybe someone would listen to this. Maybe someone would understand. But yeah. I have one friend right now who I consider, you know, like I talk to them every day, and her name is Ro. And she's fantastic. She is so great. And she is just amazing. And I've even like talked to her about like, you know, like my fear of death and stuff like that. And she, you know, I think she wants me to, you know, try to find external, you know, stuff that I can replace that with, 'cause yeah, like, yeah, it's just, I don't really have a lot of external stuff. I'm applying to college. I just gotta motivate myself to do it. I work. When I work is when it goes away. And then I'm at work, and I'll be on the floor working, and I'll be dreading going home. Like, I'll be sitting there being like, oh, I have 2 hours left until I have to go back to the apartment, and I worry about worrying. What? Like, when did this start? When did this happen? And I think I know the answer to that question. I hadn't really been feeling this before until I took shrooms. Oh my god. And that just, like, fucked me up. Low-key fucked me up. Like, it just, like, made me so aware of my existence. And I just, I couldn't even do it. I couldn't even do it. And I'm like, I'm like just like I'm like sweating, and I'm like out of breath just even talking about it, kind of thing. And I'm just exhausted even just talking about it. But it's like, I can't even get it out. So maybe this will be my therapy, just me kind of getting everything out there, and I don't even know what I'm doing. I gotta go back and I gotta like sort my stuff that's not the blocks that I'm mining. That way I can declutter. But yeah, and then I like stutter, and I like, yeah, and I don't like, I'm really bad at like articulating my own feelings. Like, yeah. And I'm just like lonely in terms of like a relationship. I know I kind of want to stay single for a little bit. That way I can like work on myself, as they say. But like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I've been like considering getting Bumble or Tinder, and then just kind of you know. Oh, shit. Okay, let's get the mob drops. Wait, whoops. Mob drops can go in here. String sign can go in the miscellaneous, maybe? Yeah, I guess. Books can go in here. Oh, you can make a bookshelf. Oh, sweet. I think I needed one more. Look at this. I have a little, like, this is like a work in progress basement, but it's like supposed to be my valuables basement. So it's gonna have like cake all up around here, kind of just on display, and then bookshelves, which are, you know, kind of hard to get. Not hard to get, but they're just kind of tedious to get. And then I'm gonna have like, I'm gonna keep like the sandstone floor maybe, but then I'm gonna have like diamond blocks all the way up here, and then like iron blocks for the wall, like for these two sides of the wall, just to kind of show off how rich I am. But we're not even close to there yet. Or I might even make the floor out of brown wool, because brown wool is pretty rare too. Oh my god, I can't even talk. Anyways, yeah, I just yeah, I don't even understand my own existence. And I know nobody does, but like, I don't want to create a facade of my own existence, you know? Like, I don't want to, you know, be like, oh, God sent me here on like, but I don't, you know, like, no one knows that God exists, but maybe he does. And maybe I should place trust in him, but I just, how do I place trust? Like, this is what I was taught back in the day, was fucking like faith. Okay, I'm not even minding the shit that I need to. I'm so distracted by my own fucking thoughts. Like, this is the shit that I learned, was like faith. You know, like, you need to have faith in order, you know, to you know, faith is believing in something that maybe not be there, or that's not apparent, you know. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. And I just, like, I've read the Book of Mormon. Like, I'm not saying that Mormonism is right. I'm not saying that Mormonism is right, or church is correct, or anything like this. But I just don't get it. I just don't understand. Why me? Why now? Like, yeah. But I'm also just so afraid of, like, death. Like, I just don't know what, like, I know it's like the greatest uncertainty, but I just don't know how I feel about it. You know? Like, I'm just like this brain, and there's this thing called physicalism, which is basically the idea that everything in your consciousness is physical and that it's programmed by your brain, which is this crazy thing that no one understands. And it's like this weird electrical organ that does something. It does something. I don't know what it does, but it does something. And I need to stay off the internet. That way, you know, like, I hate, like, YouTube recommendations that tell me about people. And that's another thing too, is I feel like my life is going to get cut short. Like, that's a big one. Like, I feel like I'm going to die young. Like, I'm not going to live to see past my, like, 40s. Like, I honestly don't even see me past living 30. Like, I just don't even see that happening. Like, maybe because I don't have a concrete plan set out yet, but I just, you know, like, and I just don't even know. And now I'm just, like, so numb in the face, and I just, and it just gets trouble articulating how I feel, because I've actually never even done this before. I don't really have a therapist. I, like, went to the doctor and I tried to talk about this stuff, and she said I should just go through my Starbucks EAP program and see if I have, like, a mental health professional that can help me through that. But, like, I don't know. It's hard. And I know it can't really be fixed once you think about it, but I just want to be able to, like, forget about it. But it is what it is. It is what it is. And I know there's things that I should be doing right now. Like, I should be gathering up my dirty laundry and getting that ready for tomorrow because I have tomorrow off. And, I should be getting a grocery list together. But I've never practiced that lifestyle. It's really hard to get habits going when you've never done them before. And that's why I really want to find a relationship. That way I can find someone who can... Well, maybe that's just what a therapist is someone who can kind of help me through that. But in my mind, I gotta, I don't know, have someone by my side all the time. Like, recently I've been spending the night at my parents' house. Like, just because I don't want to be the only one in the house. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't want to be sleeping in a house alone. And my lease is 12 months, and I've only been here for 4. So, I'm a third of the way there. But I know I don't know. I can't say that I know for a fact that I'm not going to renew my lease, but it's very likely that I'm not going to renew my lease for the reason that I'm 19 and I have a lot left to figure out before I do that. And yeah. And I thought I had it figured all out. But I don't. And it's really hard going on social media and seeing everybody living. Like, everybody's doing cool things and they've got a cool job and, they've got friends that they hang out with and they've got a relationship, they've got a girlfriend or a boyfriend and, and I know that social media is just this big highlight reel, but it really does suck. Being like, oh, wow, there are people's lives that are better than mine. But I also need to remember that my life is it might be better than a lot of other people too. Like, I need to be thankful for, and I'm not really, I guess I'm thankful towards the universe. Maybe for a while I was believing in the universe. Maybe I should start believing in the universe again, because I know, I don't know that we're all, when it comes down to it, we all come from the universe. We all come from the Big Bang, if that's true. And then that's another thing too. Is the Big Bang even true? Like, are we all led to believe this based on Einstein's theory of relativity? Like, do we not think that might be totally flawed? Like, are we all just looking at it wrong? I know there's science. I know there's. I need to stop using that voice. I know there's scientific evidence to point to, the cosmic background radiation, and the, But if the Big Bang happened and the universe is still expanding, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I'm not an astrophysicist. But yeah, I try looking up quantum theory and I watch the Kurzgesagt. I don't know how to pronounce the channel, but the videos, the little birds that are animated. It's life is really dense and big. Aunt, what if you turned the whole world into gold? Or something like that. My accent was really bad because I'm stressed. But yeah, just the Kurzgesagt videos fuck me up. I'm like, what the fuck is he even talking about? Not like he knows or anything like that, but, and, the emergence theory is, one that I keep going back to, because it's, the theory that, our own consciousness is because of our own emergence, and then that, raises the question of, okay, so, if physicalism is correct, and that there's no other force governing our consciousness other than our physical mind, right? Then what happens after death? Because if that basically tells me that if physicalism, which is the thing that makes the most sense, what does that mean after death? And like I look on Google and it's like, oh, neuroscientists have discovered this new thing, and I'm like, okay, I really don't believe anything what the internet has to say now, because I feel like we're so far technologically advanced, except the Greeks and everybody have been thinking about this thing for so fucking long. And I think we're just going in the wrong direction. I think we're either being lied to or we just don't know what we're doing. So, yeah, and I want to believe there's like another force governing our consciousness, like, you know, like a spirit or like a soul or something like that. And I guess if you think about like the time before you, like that's kind of the thing that comforts me the most is trying to remember what happened before you. You know, like, wow, there was so much time before me. I was born in 2001. 2001, not 1997, unfortunately. But, you know, that's another thing, too. I'm still pretty fucking upset about that one. And only one of you will know what I'm talking about. If you watch this video, I'm really sorry that you had to find out this way that I'm still upset about it. But, like, I was invested in a girl for a really long time, and still kind of am, and I don't know. You know. Yeah, but yeah, anyways, like thinking about like where I was before I was born puts me in a state of comfort because I'm like, okay, well, I can't really think about how that was cuz my mind didn't exist. So, you know, like when it happened, why am I me kind of thing. Does that make sense? Like because I'm born, like I'm me. You know? Like, I couldn't have been assigned to anybody else at any other point in time. Kind of thing, you know? Like, I'm me for a reason. And then I just get back into the loop, and then I'm like, well, no, I'm not really here for a reason. It's just like, I'm just like here. I'm just like, you know, like my existence is just like, but like I'm so aware of it, you know? Like I can feel, I can see the Minecraft world around me. I can see the shit that I've created myself that are formed from my own brain kind of thing. That organ scares me so much, even though it is literally what's keeping me alive. So, there's that. But, man. Okay, we have a lot of blocks in our inventory. I was just gonna sleep the night away. I feel like it's daytime way less often than it is nighttime in Minecraft.
Even though technically 10 minutes of daytime and 7 minutes of nighttime.
But, yeah. Consciousness, voice cracks, intelligence, all the good stuff. Crushes. Morgan Needles. Oh, I have like a chest for mob drops here, and other such things. Yeah, can we keep this rolling? Oh, I also have wool here for all the sheep that spawn. That's right. Okay, wow, our inventory's looking pretty good. All right, let's go mine some more blocks. And another thing I need to remember too is my music. I feel like I've been given a blessing and a curse in this life. I don't know by what, but yes. I am musically gifted. I am musically gifted, and it's like I can use that as relation to my anxiety. Like I can't really like how does it not make sense when I hear the note when I hear the note that it's not my brain is like, "Oh, that's a B. Easy money." Or, "Oh, that's E flat right there. That's E flat." Or, you know, like that's E flat major, or oh hey, like that's C minor, or that's like some weird sus4 chord. I don't know, I'm just playing the piano and being a doof. But like I can like recognize, like if I were to look at a color and say, oh, this grass block is green. Ooh, the sand right over there is like a nice pale color. Blue sky, white clouds, green leaves, orange fire, blue water, white sheep. Bye bye, black sheep. Have you any wool? Oh my god, my mind is going wherever it wants to go right now. I'm just kind of letting it. Yeah. Anyways, okay. So I was kind of going on a tangent there. Anyways, so I have a really cool gift called perfect pitch. Absolute perfect pitch, and it's kind of misconstrued nowadays. It's like, oh wow, you can play a note and you can name it. Wow, that's really impressive. But it's more impressive putting that into practice, like being able to listen to a song and identifying what key it is, and then like dissecting that and then making your own song that's in that same key, but it's a whole different song, and you're like knowledgeable of that, But then the same thing can be said for anxiety and stuff. But yeah, I have like this creative mind that I know I have, as evidenced by, this and the music I make, and maybe not everybody likes the music, but I sure do, and I put a lot of thought into that. But I also I put a lot of thought into everything. I put a lot of thought into everything. I do not go with the flow. Like I kind of go with the flow. I have the facade that I'm very calm and collected, but on the inside I am just fucking struggling. And I know that sounds so fucking cliche, but I really do think that, there's got to be more people like me out there thinking like this. You feel? Like, I can't be the only one thinking, oh, I am a person with a being and a mind and will. Or do I have will? Is everything that I do predetermined? Does time exist kind of thing? Or is time just kind of like a thing that, like, is it like a human construct? Or is it created by, like, our, conscious minds to navigate? Like, have we already lived all of our life before? And then I'm like, oh, if we've lived all of our life before, then is me worrying about my life ending soon evidence that my life is going to end soon? I know that sounds ridiculous, but it makes sense in my head. But then I'm like, okay, well, now I need to remember that I was kind of forming that idea out of nowhere to begin with. Right? Like, oh man, I kind of lost that train of thought. Let's see if we can get it back. Something about existence. I don't know. Something about thinking about existence. Fuck, I forgot. Damn it, this happens often. I also have really bad short-term memory, and maybe it might be due to the fact that I smoke pretty much every day. But I've been smoking recently, and it's been at a new level. Usually I would take 3 to 4 dabs a day. Like, dabs are intense because it's just pure THC oil. And I'd be taking 3, 4, 5 a day. Like 2 in the morning, 1 on a lunch break. Don't tell anybody I do. Don't tell anybody I do that. And then another one. And I would get high, but it wasn't as much as how it is now. Now I'll take 1 tiny dab and I am fucked. I am oh my god. I'm just so fucking high, and I don't know what it is. And maybe it's just my heightened sense of being anxious and stuff like that. But then I think about when I did shrooms, and then I got high afterwards, and it wasn't that bad, But shrooms, I feel definitely put the thought in my mind of my own existence, even though I had been thinking about that before, But maybe I should choose something to believe in that makes sense in my own head, kind of thing. So I'm not really convinced on the idea of physicalism, because it's basically the most pessimistic way of looking at life. like there's not any other force governing my consciousness. Like, that's low-key pessimistic as fuck. Because beforehand, you know, like I was saying, you know, that implies that when I die, that, you know, there's nothing physical left of me. So therefore I just don't exist. And then what does that feel like? Oh, well, that feels like nothing, kind of thing. But I don't want to have to, like, suffer non-existence, if that makes sense. You know? Like, I don't want, you know, like, I want to enjoy non-existence, if that makes sense. Not enjoy it, but just be, you know. And that's the natural thing, and I think, and I also do believe in, like, I have kind of, like, my own, like, axis of nature kind of thing that, like, you know, and it started off with, like, chords and, like, why major chords are happy and why minor chords are sad. And I still believe this, and I really do think it's true, because it makes sense. And there's, like, you know, so, like, my own voice has something called a harmonic series, you know, based on, like, vibrations. And whenever I, like, sing a note, my voice is vibrating at the frequency that I'm singing, and then 2 times that frequency, which is an octave, 3 times that frequency, which is a fifth, and then 6 times that frequency, which is another octave, but then 7 times is a third, you know? So the harmonic series is like this. And that's a natural occurring thing. And, I mean, what's the first thing that you hear when you're born? Probably the voice of your own mother. Or your own crying. Which is also your voice, so there's that too. Anyways, so you're hearing things for the first time, and I think your subconscious is like, yo, this is natural. So major chords are natural sounding. That's why major chords are happy and minor chords are sad, because minor chords are basically, you know, the harmonic series flipped. If you take the harmonic series and just flip it upside down, you get a minor chord, you know, which is, you know, kind of mind-boggling and really, really cool. Anyways, so, like, and then, so that was called, like, the axis of nature kind of thing. Like, it was based on, like an axis, like, pivot of, like, just art in general then. So, like, things in nature that you see that are, like, natural, that are governed by however nature works. I don't know, but this Mother Nature, or the universe, or I guess it's the universe who governs how itself works, kind of thing. Like the color green. Like, the color green is really natural, you know? Like, if you think about, like, color theory and stuff like that, like, soothing, nice colors like blue and green, you know, the sky, and then, like, you know, like purple and stuff like that. And then when you think about the color red or orange, you know, you think about, like, blood and fire and destruction, and maybe sunsets too, but you know, but sunsets are pretty because they're natural, but, like, they're, like, I don't know. It's a different kind of natural, rather than, like, you know, and blood is natural too, but it's like an internal natural. I don't fucking know. I don't really know where I'm going. So that's what I need to remember too, is that there is, like, there is something governing just nature in general. Like, laws of physics exist, like, in the universe and all around, kind of thing, you know? Like, you know, like, and then I'm thinking, you know, like, we probably were meant to happen. Like, humans were meant to happen, and, like, the brain and stuff like that was, like, meant to happen, because that's just the order in nature, you know? Like, it was bound to happen. And then in that case, anything is bound to happen. So it's like, what? Crazy. So then I get into like this cool, like, ooh, this is fun. Like now in this specific moment in time, I don't really feel numb in the face, like I did a couple minutes ago. I feel when I talk about nature and when I feel like I'm around nature, like when I go on a hike or like when I go, like on a walk or like, just go outside. That was the same thing on shrooms too. Like I loved being outdoors. Like the best time on shrooms was when I was just on a walk. But the worst is when I was just sitting at home trying to figure out what the hell I was going through, because it was not making any goddamn sense to me. And I think we are running low on diamonds, so I probably have to go mine for diamonds if I want to. We're making some good progress, though. Making some good progress. That mountain was a lot higher. It used to be way up here. And now it's like down to here. Yeah. Anyways. My 36 minutes. Oof. This is going to be a doozy of a video. But I am going to post this video just because I want to be able to get it out there and like just unfiltered, Like I'm tired of having social media and YouTube be this one big highlight edited reel. But I kind of want things to be natural, like I've been talking about this whole time. And yeah. And it's cool. Like it is what it is. And then I think about like what I have left to do, kind of thing. Like I really want to make more music. I want to go to college. I want to find, a soulmate. If I haven't found them already. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding, but like, I'm not banking on the fact. No, it's not fact. I'm not banking on the possibility that you, who I'm talking to right now, who's a specific member of the audience, aren't my soulmate. I'm not saying that you are. I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that you could be. Give me a call. Give me a call in a couple years when you're off that fear. I'm just kidding. Oh my god. Okay, I'm getting way too petty and real and just anybody else would have no idea what I'm talking about, but like I do know that a very prominent I have a lot on my mind. Anyway, so I want to find a soulmate. I want to find someone I can be with, and love them unconditionally. And like I don't even really like right today even I was like, oh my god, like I'm never gonna find anybody. I'm just gonna be alone. Everybody's in a relationship. Literally no one is single. Like it's like some law that exists. Like if you are attractive in any way, whether you're attractive by intelligence or attractive by, your physical appearance and stuff like that, that you are not single. It's just not possible. It's just not even possible. You can't be single if you're attractive. And then I'm like, well, I think I am attractive, but also I haven't even been putting myself out there. That part. I need to remember that because I low-key have not been. I've only put myself out there a couple times in my life, and it's worked those few couple times, relatively speaking. Like, like I put myself out there, and like my first relationship, I put myself out there even when they had a boyfriend. But there was like something in my mind that told me that, that they liked me back otherwise. And then that relationship lasted 2 months. and then I had another one that I regret ending a lot. Because I really did love them. But I was a really fucking terrible ass boyfriend. I'm not even gonna fucking lie. I was really, really bad. I was just, like, yeah, I was just bad. And it sucks too, because, yeah, it sucks. It just sucks. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have much else to say. I do feel better now that I've said all that. You know. So that's good. So maybe this will be my little therapy. Maybe I'll just make Minecraft videos where I'm doing super tedious ass tasks like this. That way I can just, you know, talk out my anxieties and, you know, and I don't even care if anybody, you know, listens to them or whatnot. That'd be cool. But like, just getting them out there in this, you know, digital space, even like it'll be a thing that exists somewhere that I can, you know, call back to and then keep coming back to. That way I don't have to spend money on a therapist. But yeah, that's just kind of what's been going on. Yeah, that's kind of about it. I think I'm gonna continue digging out this mountain, or maybe not. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I feel better right now. I feel better. I guess on an ending note, I will continue to believe in nature and the universe because it's been doing something so far, and you know, it's good. It's good. It's good. And I'll find a soulmate. I don't know when or if I already have, but that day will come soon. Unless it already happened. Anyways, so yeah. See you guys later.